Welcome to Past Quirks, the podcast series that listens to the history you want to know. We recently asked the general public to vote on their favourite Shakespearean tragedy, and they wanted King Lear, a 5-act play written by the bard around 1605 during the reign of King James I of England. Our abridged version has been adapted to suit an identifiably modern context. The language remains the same, except where the possessive changes due to casting. Whether you're busy doing the housework or even just sitting back with a G&T, enjoy listening to a primary source that entertains. The setting is the spring of 2020, a time of unease and uncertainty for the UK and many other countries. King Lear is set to retire as the head of Lear Prime Limited, a popular streaming service that has increased its subscriptions considerably during the lockdown, but essentially will prove too much for one person to manage. But who will be his successors? Let's find out.
I thought the king had more affected Albany than Cornwall.
It did always seem so to us, but now, in the division of the kingdom, it appears not who he values most.
Is not this your son, Gloucester?
His breeding, ma'am, hath been at my charge. I have so often blushed to acknowledge him that now I am raised to it.
I cannot conceive you.
Kent this young fellow's mother could, whereupon she grew round-wombed and had indeed a son for her cradle ere she had a husband for her bed. Do you smell a fault?
I cannot wish the fault undone, the issue of it being so proper.
But I have, ma'am, a son by order of law some year elder than this, who is yet no dearer in my account. Though this knave came something saucily into the world before he was sent for, yet was his mother fair. There was good sport at his making, and the whoreson must be acknowledged. Do you know this noble lady, Edmund?
No, my lord.
My Lady Kent. Remember her hereafter as my honourable friend.
My services to your lady.
The king is coming.
Attend France and Burgundy, Gloucester. Meantime, we shall express our darker purpose. Know that we have divided in 3 our kingdom, and 'tis our fast intent to shake all cares and business from our age, conferring them on younger strengths, while we, unburthened, crawl toward death. Tell me, my daughters, since now we will divest us both of rule, interest of territory, cares of state, which of you, shall we say, doth love us most? Goneril, our eldest born, speak first.
Sir, I love you more than words can wield the matter. Dearer than eyesight, space, and liberty. Beyond what can be valued, rich or rare. No less than life, with grace, health, beauty, honour. As much as child ever loved or father found. A love that makes breath poor and speech unable. Beyond all manner of so much I love you.
Of all these bounds, even from this line to this, we make thee lady. To thine and Albany's issue be this perpetual. What says our second daughter, our dearest Regan, wife to Cornwall? Speak.
Sir, I am made of the self-same metal that my sister is, and prize me at her worth. In my true heart I find she names my very deed of love, only she comes too short. That I profess myself an enemy to all other joys, which the most precious square of sense possesses, and find I am alone felicited in your dear highness' love.
To thee and thine hereditary ever remain this ample third of our fair kingdom, no less in space, validity, and pleasure than that conferred on Goneril. Now our joy, although the last, not least, to whose young love the vines of France and milk of Burgundy strive to be interest. What can you say to draw a third more opulent than your sisters? Speak.
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing will come of nothing. Speak again.
Unhappy that I am, I cannot heave my heart into my mouth. I love your majesty according to my bond, no more, no less.
How, Cordelia, mend your speech a little, lest it may mar your fortunes.
Good my lord, you have begot me, bred me, loved me. I return those duties back as are right fit. Obey you, love you, and most honour you. Why have my sisters husbands if they say that they love you all? Haply, when I shall wed, that my lord whose hand must take my plight shall carry half my love with him, half my care and duty. Sure, I shall never marry like my sisters to love my father all.
So young and so untender.
So young, my lord, and true.
Let it be so. Thy truth then be thy dower. Here I disclaim all my paternal care, propinquity, and property of blood, and as a stranger to my heart and me, hold thee from this forever.
My liege.
Peace, Kent. Come not between the dragon and his wrath. I loved her most, and thought to set my rest on her kind nursery. Hence, and avoid my sight. So be my grave my peace, as here I give her father's heart from her. Call France, who stirs. Call Burgundy. Cornwall and Albany, with my 2 daughters' dowers, digest this third. Only we still retain the name.
Lear, who I have ever honoured as my king, loved as my father, as my master followed, as my great patron thought on in my prayers. Reverse thy doom, and in thy best consideration check this hideous rashness. Answer my life, my judgment. Thy youngest daughter does not love thee least.
Kent, on thy life no more.
I'll tell thee thou dost evil.
Hear me, recreant. On thine allegiance hear me. Take thy reward. 5 days we do allot thee, for provision to shield thee from diseases of the world, and on the 6th to turn thy hated back upon our kingdom. If on the 10th day following thy banished trunk be found in our dominions, the moment is thy death. Away! By Jupiter, this shall not be revoked.
Fare thee well, king. Sith, thus thou wilt appear. Freedom lives hence, and banishment is here. The gods to their dear shelter take thee, maid, that justly think'st, and hast most rightly said. And your large speeches may your deeds approve. The good effects may spring from words of love. Thus Kent, O princes, bids you all adieu. She'll shape her old course in a country new.
Here's France and Burgundy, sir.
Burgundy, what, in the least, will you require in present dower with her, or cease your quest of love?
I crave no more than what you offered, nor will you tender less.
Right, noble Burgundy, when she was dear to us we did hold her so, but now her price is fallen. Sir, there she stands. She's there, and she is yours.
I know no answer.
Will you, with those infirmities she owes, unfriended, new adopted to our hate, dowered with our curse, and strangered with our oath, take her, or leave her?
Pardon me, royal sir, election makes not up on such conditions.
For you, France, I would not from your love make such a stray, to match you where I hate. Therefore beseech you to avert your liking a more worthier way than on a wretch whom nature is ashamed almost to acknowledge hers.
This is most strange, that she, that even but now was your best object, the argument of your praise, balm of your age, most best, most dearest, should in this thrice of time commit a thing so monstrous to dismantle so many folds of favour?
I yet beseech you, sir, if for I want that glib and oily art to speak and purpose not, since what I well intend I'll do it before I speak, that you make known it is no vicious blot, murder or foulness, no unchaste action or dishonoured step that hath deprived me of your grace and favour. But even for want of that for which I am richer, a still soliciting eye, and such a tongue as I am glad I have not, though not to have it have lost me in your liking.
Better thou hadst not been born than not to have pleased me better.
Royal Lear, give but that portion which yourself proposed, and here I take Cordelia by the hand, Duchess of Burgundy.
Nothing. I have sworn. I am firm.
I am sorry, then, you have so lost a father that you must lose a husband. Good day.
Peace be with Burgundy. Since that respects of fortune are his love, I shall not be his wife.
Thou hast her, France. Let her be thine, for we have no such daughter, nor shall ever see that face of hers again. Therefore be gone without our grace, our love, our benison. Come, noble Burgundy.
Bid farewell to your sisters.
The jewels of our father, with washed eyes Cordelia leaves you. I know you what you are, and like a sister are most loath to call your faults as they are named. I would prefer him to a better place, so farewell to you both.
Let your study be to content your lord, who hath received you at fortune's alms. You have obedience scanted, and well are worth the want that you have wanted.
Time shall unfold what plaited cunning hides. Who cover faults at last shame them derides. Well may you prosper.
Come, my fair Cordelia.
Sister, it is not a little I have to say of what most nearly appertains to us both. I think our father will hence tonight.
That's most certain, and with you, next month with us.
You see how full of changes his age is? The observation we have made of it hath not been little. He always loved our sister most, and with what poor judgment he hath now cast her off appears too grossly.
'Tis the infirmity of his age, yet he hath ever but slenderly known himself.
The best and soundest of his time hath been but rash. Then must we look to receive from his age, not alone the imperfections of long and graft condition, but therewithal the unruly waywardness that infirm and choleric years bring with them.
Such unconstant starts are we like to have from him, as this of Kent's banishment.
There is further compliment of leave-taking between France and him. Pray you, let's hit together. If our father carry authority with such dispositions as he bears, this last surrender of his will but offend us.
We shall further think on't.
We must do something.